everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a wedding update because we are 1 week and 1 day away now. So if you want to chat wedding stuff, I've got so much stuff to show you, then keep watching. So I hope you're all doing okay. I'm not going to go into how I'm doing because I've just filmed a chatty update, so I'll either put that up first or this up first, depending on which one's quicker to edit. This, that and the other. I have half an hour until I need to go and pick Stan up from preschool. The kids went back today because he's actually got his preschool jabs this afternoon, so it's just a short day for him and I have so much to get through, so I'm just going to get going. So 1 week and 1 day, as I said. How am I feeling? Bit sick, bit nervous, bit excited. I've got butterflies in my tummy. I'm feeling very in love though. Mark and I are just in a really like good place anyway. We're not huge like bickerers. We'll like fight about silly stuff, but like we're just very like in love. Is that cheesy? Probably is. I don't care though. We're getting married. Of course we're in love. But yeah, we're doing good. But I think that we also switch positions in terms of who's the most nervous. And I think I'm definitely the most nervous now. I think that he went through a good time before where it was just a bit like daunting and like writing speeches and all that jazz. Whereas now, for me, it's still just that I want people to have a really good time. The people pleaser in me is just panicking slightly. They're like, I hope I've done enough. I hope it's fun enough. I hope people are happy, this, that and the other. And then the other part of me is still slightly nervous just about walking down the aisle. But I want to touch on that because the minute I got engaged, really, I mean, obviously not the minute because I wasn't thinking about that then, but like once the sort of excitement had settled and we started thinking about the actual wedding, I just felt like this pressure to suddenly be a better version of myself. Like, you got to be thinner, you got to be prettier, you got to have longer hair, you got to be better at makeup and more charming and more funny and more beautiful and good enough. And I think that if you're a bride watching this, please listen to me because I've wasted so much time worrying about it and now I'm a week and a day away. I feel like a lot calmer. And I do think society pressures at like women so much anyway, but you know, like when you're like shredding for the dress and like losing a few pounds or a wedding diet, and it's just there straight away, and then it's very much about how a woman looks. So that dress is really important, and obviously you want to look amazing, you want to feel amazing, you want to feel like a princess or whatever your vibe is, but it's just so much pressure and I really felt it. Now, I'm not a slim girl at all, and I don't really have the shape, like I'm not slender, I'm quite curvy, I always have been, and you know, small is not a word to describe me, nor will it ever be a word that describes me, and I just felt like I wasn't good enough, and I've spent so much time worrying about that. And I'll be brutally honest, like the pandemic didn't help. A lot of people put weight on because we weren't out as much, we weren't exercising as much, we were struggling, like comfort eating is a thing, like drinking more because you're stuck inside and you're bored. Like it's all over the place. If you search for it like on the internet, you'll see loads of things come up, like news reports, people's experiences, statistics. You know, the government are putting out stupid stuff to try and make people lose weight in weird ways, and it's a thing, and it hit me too because I'm human, and that is one of my crutches really. Like food is a comfort for me, it always has been. So I kind of went from like, I was in this place where I was like a 12 to 14 and I was like, you know, I'm a bit smaller up top, got big ass, big legs, and then I started putting weight on. And now I would say like, there is still some things that I wear that are a 12 just because I need it more on my waist, but generally speaking, I'm a size 14, bit chubbier, bit softer than I used to be. And all of a sudden I just panicked and I felt so bad. And I was thinking like, I'm just not good enough. I'm not good enough to marry him like this, and not even anything that Mark had put on me because like he's always telling me how beautiful he thinks I am and all this jazz, and it's just a horrible way to feel, and I'm pretty sure a lot of women have felt like this. And now I'm at that place where I'm like, we've gone through a pandemic together, which has been really tough. We've always had like quite an up and down relationship anyway, because it started with a child and that child wasn't biologically his. And we've had some really hard times and some amazing times and then loads of different times in between. And we've survived that pandemic and we've been through so much together. And I'm just here and now and I'm thinking, this is the person that he proposed to. This is the person that he wants to marry. He knows you for who you are better than anybody in this world. And he loves you. Like, why are you letting yourself feel this way? And so, no, I'm not super skinny and I'm not going to be the most beautiful bride you've ever seen in your life. And I do have like arms that are a bit chunky, and you know, in certain positions when I'm dancing you might even see a bit of back fat, like, and you might, you know, might do some unflattering poses and silly thumbs up like I did on my hen do, which I'll touch on in a minute. But this is me and he is he, and we're getting married, and that is enough. So if you're worrying, by all means, like if you want to get healthier and like exercise more, that's what I ended up turning this into, because I realized that health and fitness was more important, especially after the past year. It kind of really hit me that I wanted to be well enough to see my life through with my kids and my family. And you know, if you want to look after your body and you want to lose a few pounds for different reasons, that's so cool. But please don't feel like you're not good enough, because you are. And I happen to think that every single photo and video and capture that I've seen of any bride, shape or size, regardless of her skin colour, her hair colour, what she looks like, every single one, and I've seen so many in the run up to this wedding because I'm just like constantly looking for ideas and inspiration. Every single one is so beautiful and you don't need to worry. And I need to make sure that I keep that like in my heart in this last week. But yeah, as I mentioned, I had a hen do. I actually had 4 really, if you break it down. I had my big one in Manchester that like a lot of my friends like organised, like 2 in particular, Kaylee and Suzanne, like organised it all, but a lot of my friends were there and a lot of my family were there. We went to Alchemist, we went to the Lawn Club, I think it's called. We went to Bill's for food, and then we went to a place called Bougie, which was very pink and very bizarre, but also quite funny. And it was absolutely incredible. Then I went out with 2 of my friends, Jen and Lucy, who do my hair and my nails, and we all know each other and we just kind of made friends over the years. They took me out to Manchester again and we just had the most amazing time. And then I had like a family get together on Friday last week, and we had like a Mexican night here. All the women came here and I had the kids, and then Mark went out with all of the men in my family because my brother organised something for that. And we just had a jolly old time really. We've had so much fun. And then Kaylee came around here with Megan and did like a mini hen do for Daisy, because obviously Daisy's my maid of honour and she hadn't been incorporated in that way. The love that people have shown us, like Mark's been on like 2 stags as well. It just makes you feel so fortunate for the people in your life. That's all I can say. Like, I just feel so loved, and they're just all on our side. Like, they just want us to be happy. Do you know what I mean? And it's such a lovely, lovely feeling. Mark dressed up as a post box, which is kind of an inside Preston North End joke. So if you support Preston, you might get it. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. I won't even try and explain it. But yeah, that is where we're up to with that. It's all done. It's been a good few weeks of fun and alcohol and celebrations. Do feel a bit pickled, if I'm honest. I'm going to eat a lot of vegetables and fruit in the next week or so, just to sort of make myself feel a bit better. But now I have loads of stuff to show you, but I'm conscious that my camera is flashing a battery icon, so I'm going to be back in a second to sort that out. I'm back again. It's what happens when you film too much all at the same time, because your memory cards get full, your battery goes really quickly. But we're back, we're gonna move, we're gonna continue. So I'm gonna start with a few things for me, and then I'll move on to like the kids or other bits for the wedding. So the first thing that I want to show you are my shoes, which I ended up changing my mind on at the last minute for various reasons. So from past videos, you might remember I said I was going to go for a flat shoe because I'm not great in heels, generally speaking. I need quite like a supportive heel, like a block heel or a wedge, something like that. Because I'm not good with stilettos, like my joints don't do very well with that. And I'm a bit clumsy. There's a very big reason. But every single flat that I tried on, they were either too jingly jangly or quite uncomfortable because they're quite ornate. But you know, like toe posts, it would be quite sore around your toes, and I didn't like that. Some were too festival, some were too not my style. Like I quite like, I either like simple stuff or quite like boho things, and I just couldn't really find anything. And then on a whim, I was like, oh, they look quite nice, I'll try them. Because they're from ASOS. It's a brand called Be Mine. And it just kind of made me think, like, I'll give them a go. And if they look rubbish, I can send them back. That's the beauty of ASOS Premier, isn't it? You just buy stuff, send it back all the time. At least you do if you're me. But they look like this, and they are just really simple, like a satiny, pale, like ivory, white colour. And I tried them on, and all of a sudden I just felt more fancy, more bride. A lot of people have said to me, especially friends or like contacts that I've got in the wedding industry, that generally heels are quite a good one to go for if you can, because you walk taller and your posture is better in them. You hold yourself a bit differently, and they just felt right. They felt like a really, really good fit, and I ended up deciding on them. I've also bought myself in the ASOS sale just some really plain like nude flip-flops, which obviously I'll wear again, just for when they start to hit my feet, and I can just take them off. Like my dress has been adjusted now again in length, so that it's kind of a good length for the shoes, but also like still walkable in if I have flip-flops on. So that is those. I'm sorry if I'm whizzing through these really quickly, but I'm just conscious of time and how bored you're gonna get. Another thing is that I completely did a 180 on the veil situation. I just kept thinking about, I've had advice from you guys, and you were saying like, you know, you never get to wear a veil, when are you going to wear one again? And that is really, really true. And then I also just felt like, because of my arms, as I've mentioned before, they bear signs of like stretch marks and stuff from when I was larger and a bit loose skin, if I'm honest. And I'm getting old now, so they're not toned or anything like that really. And I just thought, oh, it might be an extra bit of like comfort. And then the more I kept looking at other people's wedding photos and wedding like venues and seeing brides and stuff, I kept seeing these veils and then thinking, oh my goodness, like I think I want one. So I ordered one from Etsy. This is a fingertip length, so obviously you can get them at like, you can get like shoulder length ones, I think like really, really short ones. You can get elbow length, fingertip. There's like knee length, floor length, chapel, all of that. So I just went for one that is still movable in, because obviously I've got children, I want to dance, I don't want to get caught up in anything too much. And it's quite unusual because there's two little bits and it dips in the middle, can you see? And the reason why I've done this is because my hair is quite ornate and I didn't want to cover up too much of my hair. So let's try and, should I try and put it on? It's not gonna look very good, but so it's like, oh my god, how weird is that, guys? Look at Ega, it's like I've got sisters and you're all like watching me get ready or something. I haven't put it in very well, but Jen will do that. She's doing my hair, so she'll sort it out. But I'm gonna have my extensions in. I've got like a half up, half down doing. It's gathered at the back, so you'll still see the way my hair is. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to cover it all up. And then also for my hair, because I did want flowers in my hair and I've got like a wildflower bouquet and stuff, I ordered some hairpins from Etsy. Again, Etsy's a great place to look. So these are going to be interspersed. I don't know necessarily, I don't think it'll be here per se, because that looks crap, but it'll be like more towards the back of my head, so they'll be in as well. So I'm going to be like a little, oh, something fell out. Oh, it's going on the other side as well. This is why I need help, because I'm not very good at this. I need to press my veil though. My seamstress gave me some advice, like stick it on an ironing board on really low temperature with your iron, and then cover it with a towel and just do it very, very slowly, and it will help get the creases out, but you won't risk melting it. So that is that. Again, I am sorry for whizzing through this, but I know that I have a tendency to talk too much, so I don't want to annoy you. So that's those. Let's just move some things out of the way. no, I'm going to stick with me, like I said. So the next thing that I ordered were some pyjamas to get ready in. I know that typically a lot of people wear white and they wear like fancy negligees, but I don't really want my cellulite to be out on camera in any way, shape or form on the day. And I also didn't want to order a pair of pyjamas that I wouldn't wear again, or would feel a bit silly wearing again, because you know me by now, I like to repurpose things when I can. So I ordered these. And they're like little lilac, which I'm obviously loving at the moment, love purple. Lilac gingham, they've got frilly legs, and those are the trousers. And then this is the top. It's like, again, frilly little sleeves, button up, so really easy to get in and out of. And then I can wear them again, which will be nice. So that's what I'm gonna wear on the big day. And then the final thing that I can tell you about from my perspective is my wedding ring. We only went to Ernest Jones in the Trafford Centre because, as I've mentioned throughout all of this, we didn't want to spend too much. We wanted to give everyone a good time more so than we wanted special expensive things for us. So for example, Mark's suit, which he bought from Moss Bros, I think it's called, which are really, really good, by the way. So if you need a recommendation, we can really recommend them. They're really good. And again, we went to the one in the Trafford Centre, but his suit actually cost more than my dress, and even then it wasn't like ridiculously expensive. But we wanted to focus more on the day and giving other people a good time, as opposed to like spending money on stuff that we probably won't use again. So we picked out our rings, and this is my wedding ring. So I don't know if that's going to focus. There we go. It's just a really thin band with little diamonds, and if you see from my engagement ring, they like match. So if I put that on top, they like stack. I've not done that very well because it's the wrong angle, but you can see, so that's what it's going to look like from now on. So I ordered that. I need to clean my engagement ring though, because the wedding ring definitely sparkles more. And this is only cheap, like I said, compared to like, because Mark had my ring designed by a independent jeweler. Like, he chose it all and everything, and I was just like, I don't want to spend any more money on like things that go on my hand. So we just went for something simple that will look nice, and I'm really, really pleased with that. And yeah, that is everything for me. Then for the kids, I will insert photos of the boys' suits here. We picked these up from John Lewis. It was the only place really that I could find that had both of their sizes in stock. I obviously wanted them to match. Mark's ordered them a little pink bow tie. So Mark's suit is navy with a white shirt and a pink tie, and he's got like a little, what's it called, the pocket thing, and then he's gonna have a little pin, like, but real flowers, but like this, you know, like people do. So he's got that, and the boys are essentially matching, except for the boys we did just trousers, shirt and a waistcoat, because little boys, whether or not they're 3 or they're 9, as in our case, they're not going to keep a jacket on for any length of time. They want to be free and able to move. So that's theirs. And then to go with that, I bought them from, I think we found them on Very in the end. Bought them Converse to go with it, because I wanted to get them a nice shoe, but also with the boys, they're less dressy than say Daisy is, and I'll show you her choice in a minute. And I like the idea of like Converse and a little seat and stuff, plus they can wear them again, so they match, and they've got like little Converse. These are Bill's, and Stan's are in the other room, but I don't need to show you both because they're the same size, and they look amazing. And then we tried them on again at the weekend with their bow ties, which are like little pink ones, and it's just so cute. And then Daisy's dress I actually got from Next. She chose it, so it's a bit kind of crocheted on the top, and then it has like a gauzy kind of ballerina type skirt to it. It's pink because that's the colour that she wanted to wear, and I just let her have free reign on what she wanted. And then these are her shoes, which are again from Next. I really liked this bit. It's elasticated, so keeps it on her foot, but not in like a painful way. They're really, really soft and just quite pretty, and yeah, look really nice to get this. So that's hers. And then, because she's my maid of honor, she's having her hair done by Jen, who is also doing my hair as well. We had our hair trial a few weeks back. She looked amazing. She had her first haircut as well, and it was just a really special moment to share together. And I'm having, obviously, these in my hair with my veil, and Daisy wanted a flower crown. So this is hers. Again, it's from Etsy. It's a faux flower one, so after she's worn it on the wedding, she can play with it for dress up or wear it to parties, but it's essentially like this. And her hair is going to be a bit, again, half up, half down with this on. And yeah, I love it. I can really recommend this seller, actually, because she did a great job. She did like a custom order to try and replicate some of the flowers that I'm going to have in my bouquet, and it's going to be similar to this but maybe a bit more pink. So that's the kids, and now all the other stuff that I've got to show you. So as I think I've mentioned in past videos, or if I mentioned it now, we're doing like a sweetie stall, and I was really struggling to find like sweet jars that would work and like weren't too expensive. And when I worked with cherries recently, I actually spotted these on their app, and I bought 10 of them. They were such good value. They were £2.50 each, and I will repurpose these, like quite a few of them, no problem, like, you know, for laundry bits like people do on Pinterest, or like cookies or sweets. They'll look great on my shelves up there, actually. But then any that I've got left over, I will probably either pass them on to friends and family if anyone wants them, or I will pop them on like our local Facebook group just for people to come and pick up for free and repurpose however they want to. So I've got 10 of these. I'm going to go to a wholesalers with Suzanne on Tuesday next week to pick up all the sweets. So I'm going to make sure I get some like vegan ones and a good mix. And then I also got some little scoop and tongs. We've got like 3 tongs and 3 scoops. I just thought I'd show you one of each there from Amazon. So pick those up to go with them. And yeah, that is essentially what our favours are. And what everybody's going to get is one of these little paper bags. And I ordered some stickers from Zazzle, which you can, is it Zazzle? Yeah, I think it's Zazzle, the website. I've made something else on there, which I'll show you in a sec. And it just says Charlotte Mark and the date, and we like stuck all of these on, me and the kids, onto these paper bags. And then they open up, and you can just use this to like go and get your sweets, and you can keep going to refill and all that jazz, and it's quite, I thought it was quite fun. So that is our wedding favours, and we did all of that ourselves, like bought the bags from Amazon, bought the stickers separately. It was just a cheaper way of doing it than buying everything ready made. And then we also did our confetti. I've got some leftover confetti here so I can show you the colours. This is a biodegradable one, again, that I found from Etsy. I wanted bright colours, but I also wanted something that wasn't going to impact the environment in a detrimental way. Another thing that I would do is, if when you find something that you like, run it by your venue organizer or who's ever in charge, manager, and just say like, is this okay, you happy with this? Because I just feel like it's always a good thing to like check in with them. But the lady who's in charge at our venue was like, oh my god, I love it. I wanted like really bright and colourful photos, so I'm really happy with this. Again, that's from Etsy. I'm going to use the leftover on the sweetie table as like confetti to decorate it. And then we bought 100 bags and we filled these ourselves. So it was me and the kids last week, and it took absolutely ages, but we did it, and we have a whole basket full of confetti. We didn't do 100, I think it was about like 70 in the end, because that's how many guests we've got, 70 something. So we've done that. Again, I can recommend doing that because it's a hell of a lot cheaper doing it that way, even though it's time consuming, than buying everything done individually yourselves, because it just gets so expensive. Like, you can order bags like this with confetti in, with like some details on, but generally speaking, no one's going to care if it's got your name on it, because once they've taken the confetti out, it's going to go like in recycling, isn't it? And it's just silly. So we just kept it really simple. This is all done. These are paper, so again, can be recycled, not plastic and stuff. So that's that. And again, like I said, I can recommend doing that as opposed to like buying it ready done. Then I have these. So my friend Helen is obviously making our brownies. She's ordered a Perspex like cake tower type thing, so they're going on there. She's going to get some fake flowers to intersperse with them, and fruit, and she's going to come and help set up on the day, which is amazing of her. And then I have ordered these bowls. They're like bamboo, maybe something like that. To be quite honest, they stink. So I need to get them out of the packaging and maybe air them a little bit. But again, these are all recyclable. You can reuse them, but you can also recycle them. And it was like advised to us by the venue manager again, because you can rent cutlery and bowls and stuff off certain suppliers, but this actually works out cheaper. And if I've got any left over, I can take them home and they'd be good for like snacks and stuff, and they clean well and everything. So I've got those, and they're heart shaped obviously. And then I've got just some plain napkins, so everyone has everything that they need. And I think we ordered like, I think we might have 100 of those as well, just because of like things generally come in like 50s, which is a bit annoying, but any spares we will use. Oh my gosh. And then other things that we've got, I should have mentioned these actually when I was talking about the various items, but this is our Brownie Topper. It says Charlotte and Mark on it. Again, another Etsy order. You can change the colour of whatever it is, but we went for gold, and kind of fits with our like wildflowery type theme, so that'll be going on top of them all in that big tower type thing. I'm just checking what time I've got. And then one thing that I wanted to do with photography, because you can do all sorts and request different things from your photographer, can't you? But I wanted to try and do the sparkler photos at night, you know, once it gets dark. So I've ordered sparklers. Now what I will say, I've done a lot of research on this, and if you Google it, like wedding sparklers photos, that kind of thing, you can find like lots of advice from photographers that have done it before, and what they would suggest, and like when you do it and how you do it. And I was going to try and open these, but they're wrapped up really firmly. But basically you can see how long this is. These are extra long sparklers. Not only are these generally safer, but they also burn for longer, so you've got more opportunities with photos. And then our venue manager again said, get some lighters and make sure everyone's got one, or however many people as you can have got one, because it's just a lot more effective that everyone can light theirs at the same time. And then I don't know if there are many smokers or anything, but I will reuse these anyway to light candles and stuff, so they won't be wasted. I might even leave them at the venue and say if she wants to pass them on to like future like brides and grooms, they can do. But so I have those, and I would really like to capture that if we can. Hopefully we remember, but otherwise I'll just keep them for bonfire night and stuff. I'm not one of those brides. I'm quite chilled, if I'm honest. And then what else can I tell you? Kaylee, my friend, who you will know as Friendly First Foods if you follow her, she is actually making my guest book for me as a gift. So she does junk journals, and has actually made like a little sign here for the guest book, and it will basically, like, it just tells everybody what they need to do, and it's beautiful. She's been sending pictures of some of the work that she's done, and it's just so stunning, and it means so much to me that in years to come I can open that and remember that it was made with love. And yeah, I'm really excited. I need to order some Instax film so people can take photos and stick them in and stuff as well. But yeah, that's that. So I can't wait to show you that when it's done. And then the other thing that I have to show you, I think it's like the last thing, again, is one that I made on Zazzle, but you can, it's like a design website, and you can tweak things and stuff. But it's basically a welcome sign, and it says, welcome to our happily ever after, Charlotte and Mark, and then it's got the date that we're getting married. And I'm going to back this on some foam board, I think, and have this like as people come in, there's like a welcome sign with little snapshots and photos of us over the years that I've ordered from Snapfish. So they are going to get like put on loads of wooden crates and stuff with some fake greenery that I still need to buy. And yeah, it's quite exciting though, isn't it? It's crazy, but we're nearly there now. We are nearly there. And then the only other thing that I have left to really show you is like wedding makeup. I was thinking, would you just like me to do a video of how I'm going to do it? Because for example, today I've ordered some lashes from Lola's Lashes, and they have come, and these are the magnetic ones as opposed to the glue, because I actually find them easier to use, but I want to have a demo. So if you would like me to film my makeup, let me know, and I will do it. And then at least if you're doing the same thing, or just want some good makeup suggestions, maybe for like, you know, the festive season or this, that and the other, or you're just curious, then I will show you, because obviously I'm doing my own face and fingers crossed I will look and feel beautiful. But that is everything. I'm gonna try and quickly get all this put away, and then I need to run and get Stan and take him for his boosters, which is gonna be rubbish, isn't it? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, please leave them down below and I will do my best to help. But yeah, the countdown is on. The countdown is on, and it's 1 week and 1 day, and I couldn't be more excited. So yeah, you take care of yourselves, and I will hopefully see you all very, very soon.